Hey, Cadence, fuck with me, let's go. Everybody's having fun, right? Real talk. Checkers.
What's up, y'all? So don't mind the mess, but I needed to make this video. And I wasn't gonna make it after I realized how much time it took to make this. After I thought it was gonna be 4 screws to get this thing open, it ended up being every single screw that I had to take off before I figured out how to get to this piece. The problem from the beginning was we had an issue where the top part of the screw came off. I know through a lot of searching on the internet, we all thought it was just this screw. So we just had to find a thread that was similar and then just use that. It took me weeks and weeks and weeks of going through the Sony. Long story short, we got the part in. This is the part you need. I'm gonna leave the link to the product in the video. And then the part you end up receiving is this. And once I saw this, I realized this is actually 3 pieces down here. My suggestion would be taking off this panel first. There's going to be 2 sets of screws on this side, 2 sets of screws on that side, 2 screws right here, and then there's 2 screws on the bottom too. And these are really tough to get out. So I feel like once you take those off, you're gonna need to take these off. And you're gonna need to take these off. And you're gonna need to take this one off on the bottom here. I ended up taking off every single screw on this with the exception of these 2 top screws in here. These are super impossible to take off. The only other advice that I would give, and I got this from another video, I'll link this video in the description. When you take the screw out, you need to make sure you're dead center on that screw and applying enough pressure, and take your time unscrewing that, because if you strip one of these screws, you're gonna have to damage this device because you don't have a lot of wiggle room to get the screw out. Once I got every single screw out, I used a plastic tool that's softer than the plastic that I'm currently using to be able to wedge into the gap between here. This piece of plastic is so loose, it'll break this. But this is not where I started, because this didn't come loose until I got all the screws off of everything. I started finally getting some play. So now I'm at the point now where I stopped this right before because I wouldn't have been able to show you. Now that I've got this piece dislodged, these will come out. So once this comes out, this should honestly take you about an hour after watching this video. Took me a couple hours to troubleshoot. We're gonna put this one back on. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps a lot of you. I know a ton of people on Reddit were having problems finding this. I did email tech support and they said that if that did happen again, that would be something covered under their warranty. So I think that's a great thing for the people in the community to know. Hopefully I can be using my top handle a little bit more safely now. If this helped you out, definitely leave a like in the comments. If you have any questions, definitely send me a message in the comments. I'll get right back to you. Cadence Films out.